So good morning everyone, good morning sir. This is group 4 and our report is all about e-commerce and e-operations.
So good morning everyone, I am Rabian de la Serna. So in this part, I'm going to discuss the definition of e-commerce. So what is e-commerce? Electronic commerce or e-commerce is the buying and selling of goods and services over the internet. E-commerce can be conducted on computers, tablets, smartphones, and other smart devices. E-commerce began to exist in 1991 when the World Wide Web was made publicly available by a British computer scientist, that's Tim Berners-Lee. This enables businesses to create websites and engage in online transactions. And the first commercial e-commerce transaction was recorded in 1994 when Dan Kohn published the website that he created named NetMarket. This website made the first secure online purchases using SSL or secure sockets layer, which made online payments safe. But in the first recorded of an online transaction throughout the history can be attributed to Michael Aldrich, a British entrepreneur. In 1979, he developed the concept of online shopping via television to a computer via telephone line, creating a system that allowed users to order goods and services electronically. Also, e-commerce has helped companies, especially those with a narrow reach, like small local businesses, gain access to a wider market by providing cheaper and more efficient sales and distribution channels for their products or services. Thank you.
So good morning everyone, good morning sir. I am Hannah Marie V. Chinegi and I'm gonna tackle about the types of e-commerce. So first one is business to business. So it is buying and selling of goods and services between businesses through online. It involves the use of digital channels such as website and online marketplaces to conduct transactions instead of sales representative. It can also help businesses optimize their operations and improve efficiency by automating tasks like order processing, payment transactions, and logistic management. And the example for this is wholesalers supplying retailers. So for the second one is business to consumer, which is the B2C. It is where a company sells products or services directly to consumers online. Consumers can shop at any time and from any place, and business can focus on individual customers' experiences. And the examples for this are the Amazon, Shopee, Lazada, or Shein, or any online shop apps. So the third one is consumer to business, which is C2B. C2B differs from other e-commerce models because it's the consumer who create value for a product or business. So it is where consumers sell products and services to businesses. In the traditional business to consumer or B2C e-commerce model, businesses sell products or services directly to consumers. But with C2B, consumers offer products and services to businesses in exchange for payment and other benefits. So lastly is consumer to consumer e-commerce. It is where consumers buy, sell, or trade products and services online with each other. Consumers use an online marketplace to connect with other consumers and buy and sell. So here ang marketplace ang nag-act as third party to facilitate the transactions and may charge sellers listing fees or final value fee. So that's all for my report. I'm gonna pass it to the next reporter, which is Miss Josie.
Good day everyone, so I am Josie B. Pedrosa and I will be discussing about the important tools and platform. So the first one is website and mobile app. Online platform where customers browse and shop. So mauni siya ang kanang allows customers to browse and shop conveniently. So mauni siya ang mga online platform kung asa ang customer mangita or makapalit sa kanang imong produkto or service. For example, Lazada, uso naman ang Lazada karon no. Ang mga online platform nato karon nga usong-uso karon since digital naman kaayo ta kay ang Lazada, Shopee, TikTok, Shein ug uban pa. Then the second one is search engine. Techniques to make online stores easier to find, like using keywords and ads. So mao ni siya ang kanang lakip ang mga teknik ani makita dayon sa lakip ang mga teknik ani aron makita dayon sa customer kung unsa tong ilang gipangita ngadto sa online store. And the third one is the online payment system, secure system for processing payment. So mao ni siya ang kanang online payment gani. So kasagaran di ba nga atong ginagamit karon kay kanang GCash, PayPal, kanang og mga credit card mao na nang usually ginagamit ron. Then the last one is customer data insight, tools that helps businesses understand customer preference and improve marketing. So mao ni siya ang kanang tools nga maka-help sa atong mga negosyo na mahibaw-an kung unsay gusto or behavior sa customer or sa ilang customer. Ang kini nga data mao ni siya ang gamiton para ma-improve ang marketing or ang kanang service and that's all. Thank you.
So the next reporter will be Miss Gianna.
Hi everyone, I'm Gina Calaroble and I will be the one who will report the definition of e-operations. So what is e-operation? It is a digital process that supports e-commerce activities. It refers to the use of digital technologies, online tools, and electronic systems to manage, streamline, and optimize business operations. It encompasses a range of activities and processes that leverage technology to improve efficiency, reduce cost, enhance decision-making, and provide better services. So, example na niya kayo og kanang mag-recruit ang isa ka company. Kanang mo-use sila og Facebook baron para like ikuan nila nga nag-recruit sila or through email. So, by implementing e-operations, organizations can achieve better agility, faster response times, and greater integration of processes across various departments. That's all. Thank you.
So the next reporter will be Miss MJ.
Key components are the essential elements or building blocks that make up a system, process, or operation. They are the individual parts that work together to form a functioning whole, each contributing to the overall effectiveness and success of the system. In the context of e-operations or electronic operations, key components refer to the critical elements that support the smooth and efficient functioning of an online or digital business environment. These components are interconnected, working together to enable various aspects of e-commerce and online business management. So here are the key components of e-operations. The following are inventory management, or the process of efficiently overseeing the flow of goods in and out of a business. This includes tracking stock levels, managing storage, and ensuring products are available for sale without overstocking. Effective inventory management helps reduce costs, improve order accuracy, accuracy and ensure businesses can meet customer demand without disruption. So, ang inventory management kay simply in shorter terms, it is how you count your stocks so that when there are instances of a sale or big events, you can track down how many na lang ang nabilin. And also, if kanang na mga in-demand nga mga products, dali ra dayon nato mabalikan or makontak ang suppliers so that we can give the customers what they need. Next is we have the order fulfillment, refers to the complete process of receiving, processing, and delivering customer orders. It involves steps like picking and packing the products, managing shipping, and ensuring timely delivery. A smooth order fulfillment process is key to customer satisfaction, helping businesses build trust and loyalty with their customers. So first, in the first step is we have the inventory management, or how we count our stocks, about the availability of the products that we sell, and to keep track of the orders. Now here in the order fulfillment, it is already the process of packing our orders. So here it is in every brand's strategy and how they can maintain that accuracy and efficiency in packing their orders. Some brands tend to picture the product before they pack it and give them to the couriers so that they can ensure that whenever there are customer concerns, they can review it if the customers are telling the truth nga kanang it is the brand's fault nga nagkuwang ilang products. So when you are packed in this process, the order fulfillment, it is very important that you must have accuracy in packing the orders of the customers, because para ato ma-prevent ang mga any negative feedbacks. Next is our customer relation management, or the CRM. It is a strategy that focuses on building and maintaining strong relationships with customers. It involves using technology to organize, automate, and synchronize sales, marketing, and customer service efforts. A good CRM system helps businesses understand their customers better, improve communication, and ultimately increase customer retention and satisfaction. So commonly when we say CRM, or the customer relation management, one thing that pops up in our mind is customer service. So when we say customer service, it's not about asking where our products is or and giving negative feedbacks, but also we could ask customers, we could give feedbacks and suggestions to these brands, because so that we can get what we want from the brand, and also the brand can give us the quality that we want. So as a brand, if you are having businesses, it is important that you must follow, or you must listen to the customers' desires, because for the first place, in the very first place, we are selling our products to the customers' wants and satisfaction. To enable this, we should listen to their feedbacks and suggestions so that aturang mahatag sa ilaha ang ilahang mga gusto without the need of asking from our investors or our kanang suppliers kung unsa ginindot, or dili ra sa ato mag-base ba, dili bias sa ato ang kaugalingon na kung unsa atong i-produce, but also we should listen to our customers, because sila man gihapon ang mobile sa atong products. So importante kay ang customer relation management para diri atong ma-improve atong brand ug ato ang masolusyonan ang mga problema nga ato ang na-face. Next is the supply chain management, is the coordination and management of the flow of goods, services, and information from the raw material stage to the final consumer. It includes procurement, production, and distribution, aiming to optimize efficiency and reduce costs. Effective supply chain management helps companies streamline operation, improve product availability, and customer expectations. So here in SCM, it is very important to tackle about our suppliers, our distributors, our wholesalers, our manufacturers, because this is the channels that we will undergo so that the products will will be received by our customers. You have commonly we have that in our like rejuvenating sets. If this Miss Glenda will sell a rejuvenating set, then moadto pa na siya sa distributors before moadto sa customers, because na man siya proper channels nga mo undergo. And also we should consider as suppliers, so that if ato bang nakuha ang atong quality nga nauyunan, at the same time nahatag ba sa suppliers ang ato ang gusto nga kanang quality, or ang kanindot ang quantity also, if mahatag ba nila ang kanang quantity nga ato ang kinahanglanon. Kay if you are very well known brand, of course mo produce gid kag pinakadaghan nga amount of products. So what if ang suppliers dili niya kaya? So magmatter sana siya. At the same time, ang pinaka-important sa business is the cost. So as mas barato so we should consider our supply chain management. Lastly is the logistics and delivery. Logistics and delivery are the essential components of the supply chain that deal with the movement of goods from the supplier to the end customers. Logistics involves the planning, implementation, and control of transportation and storage, while delivery focus on ensuring products reach customers accurately and on time. Efficient logistics and delivery systems are crucial for maintaining high customer satisfaction and business success. So commonly, this is the most last but not the least, because logistics and delivery, if ang imuhang napilian ng courier for your products is not trusted and reliable, then mostly of your products will arrive to your customers being broken, or kanang kulang-kulang, or gigisi, or gikupitan. So there are issues like that. So you must, as a brand, be careful of what you are picking, so that dili sad ka pasinganlan. Kay commonly ang mga customers in the comment section are having some dilemmas nga dugay kay naabot, like wala na arrive on time. But as you as a brand owner, dili naman na nimo controllable. So ikaw, what you can do, what you can control is picking the right logistics and delivery. So those are the key components of e-operations.
So, hello everybody, I am Aldea Mimi Caras, and I am going to discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce and e-operations. So, let's going to talk about the advantages first. First, we have convenient for consumers, often with greater selection. So, e-commerce allows people to shop whenever they want, since ang online store kay open siya all day, every day. So, we shoppers can buy products at our convenience, whether sa sa buntag or like late at night. Ang e-commerce kay helpful siya for those people na naay mga busy na schedule na wala na time mo at tuog mall para mag-shop. So, online stores often have a larger selection of products than physical stores, offering items that might not fit in a traditional shop. Some online stores even sell exclusive products that customers can't find anywhere else. So next, we have potentially low startup costs for operators. Starting an e-commerce business is often cheaper than opening a physical store, since dili naman need mo rent or mo palit og space for a physical store, which can save a lot of money for the business owners. Instead, businesses might only need a warehouse or like small na space para naa sila storage for the products and items. Other costs like paying for utilities, maintenance, or property taxes are also reduced. This makes it easier for new businesses to enter the market and focus their spending on things like advertising and improving their products. So for the third advantage, we have broadens reach of businesses to anywhere they can ship their products. E-commerce allows businesses to sell to customers all over the world as long as naa sila'y way to ship to other country. This means a small business in one country can reach people in another country without needing to open a store there. It removes the limitations of geography and helps businesses grow by reaching more customers than they could with a local shop. So for the last advantage, we have opportunity to collect valuable consumer data. So when people shop online, they share information about their preferences, favorite products, and buying habits. Businesses can use this data para mas ma-understand nila ang preferences sa ilang customers better and offer personalized recommendations or special offer. So for example, if a shopper frequently buys sports gear, the store might suggest similar items they like. Diba, ingana man na sa kanang mga Shopee, Lazada, or like TikTok shop na frequent na to i-visit ang kana na item or like products na anay mga suggestions na ibutang. Businesses can also use this data to improve their marketing or sell the information to other companies for extra income. And that's it for the advantages. Now let's move on to disadvantages. So we have limited customer service or assistance. One downside of online shopping is the lack of immediate help. For example, if someone is shopping for a computer, they can't ask a salesperson to show how it works or answer questions face to face. Websites offer live chat or virtual support or customer service representative. Mas lahi man jud ang ma-offer sa agent if like physical nimo siya ma-istorya or like face to face. This can be frustrating for customers but helps businesses save money on staffing costs. Second, we have products can't be touched. Shoppers cannot physically inspect or try products before buying them online. This can lead to disappointment if the item doesn't match expectations. So for instance, ang clothing kay nice kaayo quality sa picture, then pag-abot kay low kaayo quality. So this issue can lead to more returns, which increases cost for businesses and may inconvenience customer. Third, we have buyers must wait to receive purchases. Unlike traditional stores where customers can take their purchases home immediately, e-commerce requires shipping time. Even with fast delivery options or like mga kanang expedite delivery, paghuwat man lang gihapon ta, diba, para maabot atong order. And delays caused by shipping issues, bad weather, or high demand during holidays can make this wait even longer, and by that ma-frustrate ang mga buyers since dugay kaayo maabot ang mga order. Fourth, we have technological glitches can shut down the business. E-commerce businesses rely entirely on their websites to operate. So if a website crashes or has technical problems, the store is essentially closed until the issue is fixed. So dili man jud na malikayan ang mga glitches if mag-order ta samot na i-flag kaayo kay ma-shutdown jud ang app or like ang store, diba? Cyber attacks or systems updates can also interrupt operations, leading to lost sales and unhappy customers. So, ensuring a reliable and secure website is critical to prevent such disruptions. So, for the last disadvantage, we have low-cost barriers to entry can also mean more competitors. While it's easy and affordable to start an e-commerce business, this also means that many others can do the same. The competition can be fierce and strong, making it harder for businesses to stand out. So to succeed, you as a business owner, you need to offer excellent customer service, competitive prices, nice quality for the products, and unique products to keep customers coming back. So e-commerce presents many benefits for both businesses and consumers, but it also comes with challenges. By understanding and addressing these issues, businesses can build stronger online stores and provide better experiences for their customers. And that wraps up for the advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce and e-operations. Thank you.
So, hi everyone, my name is Jerulumidi Swansing, and I'm going to report about the e-commerce and e-operation face several challenges that businesses must address to succeed. So this includes number one, we have the cybersecurity. So protecting customer and business data from threats. So it is a critical challenge in the realms of e-commerce and e-operation, as this sector involves exchanging of sensitive information such as atong mga personal information, also the financial transaction, since this act kay nag-involve man og money, and also the operational data over digital platforms, and addressing cybersecurity effectively by protecting the system, training employees in staying compliant sa law is essential, because with these actions, it is helpful in terms of building trust, makip sad ang operations to work smoothly, and safety na sad sa business itself, and also to avoid any problem and concerns for the both seller and buyer. So the second one is we have the delivery logistics, balancing speed and cost of shipping. This is the final step of the process, which is i-deliver na ang mga products. But diba, not all the time nga ma-deliver jud ang atong mga parcels or product on time, because sometimes ma-delay ang delivery because of variety of circumstances, factors like weather, traffic, or supply chain disruptions that can cause delay. And late deliveries can lead to unhappy customers and lose trust. That's why it is a critical challenge that needed to be addressed in this kind of business. Kaya lagi due to some customer expectations for speed, reliability, and cost efficiency is quite a challenge. So the solution for this is to optimize last mile delivery by using GPS data to minimize delivery time and fuel costs, establishing centers closer to customers like kung asa gani nga lugar ang in-demand in terms of pag-order for quicker deliveries, and also implement advanced technology such as AI and machine learning to predict demand patterns to stock inventory at the right locations and reduce shipping delays, and also apply flexible delivery options and also manage delivery or operations. Dapat may proper quota to ensure nga ma-deliver jud tanan as possible and on time. So the third one would be building trust, establishing connection without in-person interaction. So trust is the foundation of a successful e-commerce business, but building it can be challenging due to the virtual nature of online businesses. Kaya syempre, since it is in a virtual way, customers can see or touch or try products before purchasing it, diba? So leading it to mahisetan na nun sila, so it leads to hesitation. So let's say if naka-purchase sila something and it can be nga damaged products ang na-deliver or lahi ra ang quality nga naabot sa customer compare sa description na nakabutang online, and many concerns pa. So that's why if customers experience such things, so makapawala na dyan na nilang trust upon purchasing online. In other words, no trust issue ang mga customers. So and if daghan ang maka-experience ana nga situation, so then magkadaghan sad ang mga potential buyers or customer noon nga dili na mag-purchase online, kay lagi kanang nawala na ilang trust or kanang dili na sila, nawala na sila gana mo purchase balik kay basin yag mabalik na sa nila ang ilahang na order nga inon ato na sad nga mali ba ron or pati ba ang quality or layo ra sa kanang ilang expectation, and which is not good for the business. So the best way sa jud para mo trust ang customer sa imong business is to be honest as a person and as a seller. Like the descriptions nga imong ibutang dapat kay tinuod jud like dili lang siya pang ilad or just to persuade people. Aside from that, businesses also need to focus on transparency. So mo ni siya ang practice of being open and honest with employees, customers, and stakeholders about a company's operation, values, and processes. Because again, the best way to gain trust is to be honest in everything. Next side para makagain og trust sa customer is ang security. So when customers feel secure upon purchasing and browsing your business, then gaan na lang na sa ilang loob nga mo trust sa imong business. Kaya lagi the customer knew that legit ni nga business and kabaw siya nga secure sad ang ilang system to protect sa ilang infos or to protect the customer infos. So lastly is to give excellent customer experience, because in that way businesses can gain customer confidence and faster trust and loyalty. And the last one would be the technology upgrades. Staying competitive by adopting new technologies. So as we all know, technology is the backbone of e-commerce and e-operations. However, keeping up with technological advancements is a challenge itself that businesses need to address to stay competitive and efficient. E-commerce platforms, tools kay ga-evolve quickly, especially sa atong generation now, making it hard for businesses to keep up and sa sige sa upgrade and innovate sa atong technology. Syempre, gasto sa jud siya. Therefore, high cost siya para sa usa ka business, and mo na iyang disadvantage. But overall, it is helpful man sad once ma-address successfully kini nga challenge, because once a business keep up on trends and has a high-tech tools, it can increase, persuade, and influence customers that will surely make the business grow and much more successful.
So in conclusion, e-commerce is the online process of buying and selling goods and services, which has transformed the way businesses and consumers interact. There are different types of e-commerce, including B2B, B2C, C2B, and C2C, each with its own unique business model. Important tools and platforms such as payment system, e-commerce websites, and CRM software are essential for businesses to operate effectively in the digital world. E-operations, which focus on managing inventory, order fulfillment, and customers' relations, are key components that ensure smooth back-end processes, while e-commerce offers advantages like convenience and global reach. Businesses also face challenges such as cybersecurity risk and competition, which must be addressed to ensure long-term success. So that's all for our report. Thank you for listening.